We are continuing the discussion from the last video. So we prepared the trading account. We completed the trading account and we got the gross profit. And you know that by extending this trading account, we prepare the profit and loss account. Okay, so the trading account is extended and we start the preparation of the profit and loss account. It is by showing the gross profit on the opposite side of the profit and loss account. We got the gross profit carried down on the debit side of the trading account, isn't it? So we continue the profit and loss account by bringing down the gross profit to the opposite side, means to the credit side of the profit and loss account. Okay, so this gross profit carried down 17,800 is brought down here by gross profit brought down. Okay, after writing this, we come to the question. I already told you that the unmarked items represent profit and loss account, isn't it? What are the unmarked items? Salaries, rent and rates, interest received, discount received, advertisement. Okay, here the amount of some items are shown on the debit column and the amount of some items are shown on the credit column, isn't it? That means expenses are shown on the debit column, incomes are shown on the credit column. Just consider the items are shown on the debit column on the debit side of the profit and loss account. That means here salaries, rent and rates and advertisement, these amounts are shown on the debit column. Okay, so these items appear in the debit side of the profit and loss account. Salaries, rent and rates, advertisement, all these items appear on the debit side, right? And the incomes, that means the interest received, discount received, these amounts are shown on the credit side, isn't it? So such amounts are to be, or such items are to be considered on the credit side of the profit and loss account. Interest received and discount received are shown on the credit side. Now we consider all the items to be taken in the profit and loss account. Salaries, rent and rates, advertisement, these are debit items showed on the debit side, and interest received and discount received are showed on the credit side. Now we balance this profit and loss account. That means we take the total, find the highest total which is on the credit side. Okay, the highest total is on the credit side, which is 19,300. The same amount is to be shown on the opposite column at the same time, and we deduct the debit items from this amount. That means these three items should be deducted from this 19,300. Then we will get a balance which is 15,300. It is called a net profit. And I think that you remember, if the highest total is here, suppose the highest total is here, then we total this column and show the amount here, and then balance will appear this side, which will be net loss. Okay, here it is net profit. Okay, after finding this net profit, we prepare the balance sheet. Now come to this balance sheet. We already marked the items to be shown on the liability side as L and asset side as A. Okay, the asset side items means marked as A: cash in hand, cash at bank, sundry debtors and furniture. These are shown on the asset side: cash in hand, cash at bank, sundry debtors and furniture. Okay, and the L marked items means the capital, then drawings, then creditors, isn't it? The capital and the drawings are written as explained in the format. You should take the capital first, then net profit should be added, then drawings should be deducted, thereafter the amount is to be shown on the outer column. Remember this. So we are considering the capital first, 15,000. Then we have to add net profit, isn't it? From where we get this net profit? It is from the profit and loss account balance. We prepared the profit and loss account and we got the net profit here. We have to consider the net profit in the balance sheet. Okay, the same net profit is to be added here. And then drawings is in the question. Drawings 2000 is there in the question. It is deducted. Okay, the remaining is shown here. Then sundry creditors is here, which is a liability. It is also written here, sundry creditors. I already told you that the adjustment must be placed in, that means it is to be written in two places of the final account, isn't it? Here the adjustment is closing stock, 8,800. It must appear in two places. What are they? One trading account and another asset side. See, we already taken the closing stock on the assets, on the closing stock on the credit side of the trading account. Now it will appear on the asset side also. Closing stock must appear on the asset side also. Since it is given in the adjustment, all the items in the adjustment must appear in two places of the final account. Here closing stock is an adjustment, so it is considered on the credit side of the trading account and asset side of the balance sheet. Okay. And you should note one thing there. Instead of giving this closing stock in adjustment, if it is given in the trial balance, that means the closing stock is not given. Suppose it is not given in the adjustment, but it is given in the trial balance, then it must appear only one place, isn't it? As it is in trial balance, it must appear only one place. Then which is that place? It is asset side. Okay, so closing stock given in the adjustment must be considered in two places, one in trading account and another in balance sheet asset side, isn't it? And if this closing stock is given in the trial balance, not in the adjustment, if it is given in the trial balance, then it must be taken or shown in only one place, which is the asset side. Okay, then after writing all the balance sheet items on the respective sides, take the total of this balance sheet and both the totals on the debit side and on the liability side and asset side must be equal. Then we say that the balance sheet tallied. Okay, when the balance sheet gets tallied, that means the solution is perfect. Okay, here both the sides are totals and both columns got the same amount as their total. Here the balance sheet is tallied. Okay, and if you have any doubts regarding this topic, about this discussion, you can send your doubts to this number 92499667665. Okay, if you have any doubts while learning this topic, definitely ask your doubts by WhatsApping to this number and it will be cleared. Okay.